with thoughts on not only the game but on the season as well.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I'm gonna take a little time to go through that. Our showing in the regional obviously wasn't what we wanted, but the journey to get here absolutely was. This group has been challenged more than any other group I've ever seen as a player or as a coach. They've overcome a ton of adversity. We've talked about the injuries, but I don't think people really understand the story of where they've come from. I mean, it's truly 30 for 30. What if I told you type of deal. And started August 29th, 2021. We had Ida hit. Obviously, hit our community. So proud of the high school south of us, man. They got absolutely wiped out. They had 6 state championships south of us, 30 minutes south of us, an hour south of us. Had no field to play on, had no place to go. Our high school coaches, man, were resilient. High school players were resilient, found a way to win state championships and overcome those obstacles and adversity. We were 17, 18 days without power down there. And again, our friends over in Lake Charles, man, Louisiana's a resilient state. They've got special people that have a lot of resiliency in what they do. That care for each other. It's a state that's, in my opinion, is one of the best in the country by far, for the hospitality and the resilience they have. When we start talking about what we've been through, obviously, there's that situation. Shay Thomas was our last guy we evacuated out on September 2nd. It was a Thursday. Finally got him on a flight out of Hammond and flew him over back to Washington. I've been through a hurricane before on the team with Hurricane Katrina in Tulane. We lost one player that ended up going to Texas A&M. Scooter Hicks, I think was the kid's name, left-handed pitcher. So it's tough. It's tough to keep everybody together. When you send them off, you're hoping and praying that they all come back. And Shay Thomas was our last one we got out. We flew him to Washington, stayed 3 days with me with no AC, no nothing, no electricity, right? Helped me cut branches and help with houses and that kind of stuff. So just showed first of all, the character of our guys, man, that they were willing to help you when they didn't have anything as well. We move on to Wednesday, September 15th. My wife tells me a little after 7 a.m. A dear friend of our program, a dear friend of me, Line for Life, for coaching our program and played in our program, passed away from the battle with cancer. It's tough to swallow. Personally, the program, our guys, again, man, just so resilient in everything they did. They showed up, and we buried 18 on September 18th. Every one of our young men was over there, made the ride in my move. It was special to us as a program to make sure we were all there, but it was special to that family. I know how much it meant to them, how much this program means to them to be able to show up on that day. We had to go through that as a group. It either rips you apart or brings you closer together. In that situation, obviously, I think it was another blow that we just had to continue to go, but we had to lay in the rest here on September 18th. September 23rd starts the injury bug. We get news that our freshman All-American, Brendan Struprich, is going to have Tommy John and more likely to be out for the season. Friday, October 1st, same Houston State transfer that we had signed out of the portal comes over. We find out that he's out with Tommy John as well. So now we're down 2 arms. November 13th, we have a JUCO signee, Jacob Shearer, supposed to be our midweek starter. When we signed him, ends up having a tear in his shoulder, have surgery as well, November 13th. We finally get through Christmas, right? Get in springtime, hoping that this is all said and done. On Saturday, on Tuesday, January 18th, we got a 1 o'clock teleconference with Jay Long, who's our projected Saturday starter. Tell him that he has a torn ACL and he'll be out for the year as well. That's it. Then that, again, office with that young man, have to see what he had to go through, knowing, man, his season was over. He had a bunch of guys around him that continue to support him and help all these guys through this. And Saturday, February 5th, a projected weekend starter, Grant Upton, who broke his leg the year before at Arizona, supposed to be a weekend starter for us. Those pitched to the backstop, and we realized he grabs his elbow. He's got a torn UCL. He's going to be done for the year as well. As we continue to work through, Sunday on February 6th, we got a UCL injury to Keller. I don't know if people even know this, but Evan Keller, if you saw his black sleeve on his arm, played with a torn UCL all season long. Was out for the first 2 weeks where he could just hit. We had to make adjustments midway through the year just to get him through, be able to extend his back arm. Also, he was making throws across the dish or across the field there from shortstop. To do what he did, man, just a amount of resilience and toughness that I've never seen in my entire life. Wednesday, March 23rd, we're getting a little bit excited because Brendan Strupers looks like we're going to have him back, right? Surgery went well. We've got him scheduled to start the weekend, open up conference play on that Sunday. We'll build him 1 inning, 2 innings, 3 innings as the weeks go along. Throws his bullpen at Tulane at about 5:45 on that Wednesday, March 23rd. He comes in after his bullpen in tears, thinks something's wrong. He's going to be done for the rest of the year. We're going to have to take a medical red shirt for him as well. In the 6th inning of that ball game, Trey Harrington, one of our closers, fifth-year senior for us, snaps a pitch off, throws the next pitch, grabs his elbow. I have to hear and feel that young man's pain in his chest as I go out, put my arm around him, knowing his career is more than likely done as well. I say all this to let you guys know of all the things we've been going through, right? Now we're in the midst of a 9-game losing streak. It was easy for these guys to pack it in, mail it in, blame people, right? Say we have all the excuse in the world that we weren't going to be able to be resilient enough to overcome it. But at the end of the day, they found a way. They found a way to overcome bad management. I mismanaged a lot of games, that 9-game losing streak. They found a way to overcome all those injuries. They found a way to pull together because we were challenged. I had a meeting, on Monday, April 11th, right? We finally get this ship turned around a little bit. We have another injury on Sunday. Reed Reynolds, our starting pitcher for Sunday, rolls his ankle. He's out for the rest of the season as well. And then Monday morning, there's rumblings, right? You start to struggle in this business. There's rumblings of being fired and being let go. It was from within. I say within our community. Our guys never blinked an eye at it. They said, nah, that's our guy. That's who we're going to play for, right? We're going to play for each other. We're not going to let the people throw stones or boulders at our circle. We're going to continue to tighten up. We were able to have a meeting and put all those rumors to rest, that there was no buyout check that was getting bought out of my contract, that we were going to still do this together, but they were prepared for those moments. And our leadership overcame all of this to continue to get us from this ride that we got to. Again, I've got more stuff I can continue to go on and talk about, but at the end of the day, man, they faced more adversity than any other team I've ever seen in my entire life. The injuries, the outside noise, what we had to endure in the fall, and that was a big part of my move. That was a big part of 1-8. You saw the jersey hanging in our locker, hanging in our dugout all year long because we knew he was with us the entire time. He taught me about perseverance. He taught me about mental toughness. He taught these young men about mental toughness. He taught these men about loyalty. This group is the most loyal group I've ever seen in my entire life. This group is the most selfless group I've ever seen in my entire life. And because of their leadership is the reason why we got to this journey to where we are. So don't remember the same for going 0-2 in regional. Remember what all this, these guys had to go through to get to this point, to overcome everything that they did. They ended up winning the championship and get our spot in our program back to where it needs to be, which is NCAA region.
All right, we'll open up to questions. And if you have questions over Zoom, please indicate that in the chat.
I hate to even ask a baseball question.
Go for it.
Just when you talk about this game, you had some opportunities early on.
Yeah.
You just couldn't cash in enough there early, and then that would kind of give you some life, probably, wouldn't it?
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, we ran out of juice a little bit there at the end. About here, about there. I said in my in-game interview, man, it felt like we were 1 swing or 2 swings away from being able to be right back in the ball game. Same thing as last night. Obviously, did we want it? Yeah, absolutely. But there's no quitting these guys. They kept going. Just ran out a little juice there. If we had a bat there in the middle, maybe change some things, but at the end of the day, it didn't take away from the amount of pride I have for these guys.
I certainly know you guys don't want to make excuses for anything, but going from, the late game last night into the early game today, just, I guess, what kind of impact does that have on, the guys coming out today?
Yeah, I mean, we've been challenged all year. A little less sleep ain't going to challenge us anymore, right? No, the guys came out. I mean, I thought they did a good job, this morning, bouncing back. Want to get off to a good, clean start. That first inning, give 3 runs. We responded back with one. We responded back with one more. Ball is just a tick foul there, that first inning. And I feel like the ball is fair. Obviously, we got 2 runs right back in. It just keeps the energy rolling a little bit. Felt like we missed an opportunity there with the bases loaded. And then they also scored on the backside of it. So kudos to them for that. I think that was kind of a win out of ourselves a little bit.
Impressive, all those things that this came through. You've been a part of it for a long time in your career. How proud are you of what you guys did this season?
I'm beyond proud. I mean, like you said, nobody knows the loyalty, the fight, just the care for one another on this team. I mean, this weekend did not define us at all by no means. I mean, these guys have been through it all. You got transfers from all over, and just we took him in. Talking about T-Web, took him in and just became our boy day one. Just a love for him, just to care for him, and just to go to work with him was just a blessing.
All right, we have a question from Gary Smith.
Yeah. Preston, what were their pitchers doing to affect you guys today? I know you had a big chance with the bases loaded and you got under the ball. Just what was the biggest problem going against those guys they had?
I mean, it wasn't really just anything different we haven't seen. I think we pressed a little bit. They jumped on us early. I think some guys were trying to do too much. Like you said, the foul ball would have been nice to have, but I mean, after that, I think we kind of just pressed a little bit. I kind of felt myself press a little bit. I haven't been doing that at all this year, and disappointed myself for that. But I mean, it is what it is.
All right, do you have any other questions? Let's go to Richie from WGNO. Richie, WGNO?
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yes. Oh, we can't hear you again. You're muted.
Yeah, I got it. So many negatives on that laundry list, Coach, that you just listed. But what are some of, I guess, the positive takeaways that you guys can really have from that after this?
Yeah, Rich. Yeah, actually, it's funny you say it's negative. I think that's what this group did a really good job of. They didn't make that the excuse of why we had failure going. They made the reason why they were going to succeed. And I think that was the positive we come out of this. The positive of our leadership, what they've shown. Obviously, the young bucks, right, coming up and do our program, put our program back where it belongs in NCAA regional, and showing how it's done. With resilience and toughness and loyalty, accountability. I think all those things are the big positive parts of this. But even everything we've been through, I didn't tell you that to say it's negative. I tell you that because that's the reason why we succeeded.
All right, any other questions? All right, thank you.
You guys.
Thank you.